Okay. Okay. Now, like in the previous session, we discussed about uh, software testing life cycle. There we discussed about one scenario where the integrate, like we can say the requirement, how we can analyze one requirement, like how to prepare the test cases for that, what was the test planning, like what we will do under test execution, and what the final stage we have, the test closer. Now we discussed about like integration testing. What is into integration testing and why we will use the integration testing in daily life? We have so many examples what we are like we have the examples for the integration part, like modules we can say, like we'll discuss those examples with the real time scenarios. Okay, now like first we'll discuss about integration, like forget about the testing word. What is into integration, Subbu? Like integration అంటే ఏంటి ఏం,
అంటే
like when we are saying
integration
that
means
word. Hmm.
one data, I mean example one data ఒక సైడ్ నుంచి ఇంకో సైడ్ కి డేటా ట్రాన్స్ఫర్
Okay,
integration. I mean one.
integration means like when we are listening that word, there we can see that when there is a linkage between one place to another place,
Another.
right? That means whatever we are doing, like for example, uh, how we can say in the Gmail application we can see, right? In the Gmail application, the best example we can see in the Gmail, for example, you have a mail under, okay, inbox, okay, you received that and you like you open that and you already marked as read. Now if you don't want to delete this one, we have two options actually. We can say archive or delete option, right? If you did archive, what it will go, it will move to archive one more module we can say as archive. That means when the currently it's existed under, currently it existed under, currently it existed under inbox, and when we marked as archive, it is going to active, sorry, archive. That means whatever the email you deleted, whenever the user received an email, there we have two options actually. If it is a
Break
not,
అవుతుంది. Your
is
voice
it
is
clear now?
breaking.
Is it clear now?
No, it is clear.
Okay. See, normally when user received any email from to Gmail, now there are two categories actually. If user received an email from Gmail,
Totally cut. Totally cut. I am not able to hearing it. Hello.
then only it will go to archive. That means you are deleting some value and storing that value
And
to
my
archive.
voice is not audible in middle, almost disconnected in 2 minutes.
Why? Is it fine now?
Yeah, now it is
Subbu, is
fine.
it clear?
While speaking in middle, disconnect.
Okay. Okay, got it. Let's see one more time. See, here, whenever user deleted any email and marked as archive, then the email goes to archive. We will take one more example where, for example, you have the application as PhonePe. Okay, we have the application of PhonePe. Under PhonePe, we have the transaction like module. The transaction means you can send the money via using mobile number or UPI ID. There are different types of transactions we can say. Now, when it is done, we have one more module we can say history. That means when you open the email like PhonePe, first you navigate it to first you navigated to for mobile, like we can say send money to mobile number. You enter the mobile number and the like after that you entered the amount and you completed the transaction. Once the transaction completed, the transaction details will store under where it will store. It will store into history, right? That means there we have a integration between the transaction module and history module. The whatever the recent transaction you did, it will store under history. Then only you can say that one, whatever the transaction I did, when the previous, like we can say in the future, if I want to see how many transactions I did and what were the, like if I need to share any screenshot to some other person who send the money, there the history details will be there. That means if any transaction happened, that time only the history model will work. Otherwise, if you open that history module, there you can say no records found error message because you didn't do any transaction, then you can't see any, like we can say, transaction details. For example, we can say there, if you open in the live, if you open the phone pay transaction, for example, there are so many categories actually. That means you can filter that one by using month. Okay, if using month you can filter, the details will be there. And again one more category, as per the category, like we can say electricity bills, we can say other bills, like we can say insurance, whatever the categories we have, we can filter as per the category also. Now, if you selected any category and you didn't did any transaction, then automatically system will display message like no records found because you didn't do any transaction by using that category. For example, you don't have any electricity bill and you by default user can able to say select electricity category there. If you did that one and filter that, you will see this one no record found. The same thing here. Whenever user did any transaction, then only the transactions will store under history. Now, transaction module is different, history module is different. Now, whenever the transaction is successful, the transaction will store under history module. That means there we have two modules. One is transaction module, one is history module. There we have a integration actually. And like that means like we need to test that one. If something is happening in one module, the result should be displayed under another module. Is it clear? Subbu, is it clear?
Yes, sir, that is clear.
Okay. Now, coming back to like live example, there we have an application here, right? We are already using this application from last classes. Now what I will do, I will clear the cart from here. Okay. Now we have the option as empty cart. Okay. Now I will go to code. Okay. Search one product like review. Click the search. See, now we have there are different categories. I selected mobile category and we have the add to cart option. Now if I click at add to cart option, what will happen? What was the function it will work? If I click add to cart, the item added successfully into cart,
Pop up it.
right? Right? Now that means this module is different and the cart module is different, right? That means whenever user adding this item to cart, now those items will display under cart. That means this module is different and that module is different, right? That is search module where we are able to search one items. Under this, we are able to see the list of the items what we searched. There you are selecting one item and clicking at cart, right? Now when user click the add to cart, the item will store under add cart. That means there we have integration.
I mean, this is two kind of models.
Yes, two kind of models. One is search module. Under search module, we have a grid. You are able to see results actually, we can say. Search results. Under search result, you click that add to cat. Now, once you click the add to cat, you are coming from out of the screen. Am I right? You are coming
Yes, yes.
out of the screen from the search and you came to add to cat. That means the item stored under cart module,
Part.
right?
Part.
That means we have integration there. If cart module not available, where user can see, right? There is no meaning, right?
There is no
That means
meaning.
when
Yes.
user added anything, that value will display here. That means we have integration there. For example, now we can say vice versa, right? Now I am under add to cart, like we can say cart module, right? Shopping cart. Now if I click continue shopping, the screen will redirect to again where in the previous screen, right? These are the list actually. That is where we search with the templates, right? That means now this scenario will be redirection. There are two things we need to like mainly concentrate while we are testing any application or mobile application or web application. First one will be navigation. Okay. Second one will be redirection. Getting first one.
Yeah.
When we discuss about first one, navigation. What is mean navigation? Any example?
Whatever we are selecting the product, it will
Uh,
go for correct page.
no, any live
I mean,
example. Any live example. Okay, if you open any application, for example, okay,
if we say
if you open any, like you open the mobile application, okay, you open the mobile application and you got one link from your one of your friend, okay, as a text message. There we have a link actually. When you
yes.
click that
Example,
link,
you were
what will
sent,
happen?
whatever you sent, this
Sorry?
one, less class, whatever you sent in class, link is there now today. Even if
That is
you
the
link, if
navigation.
you, yeah, that is
That is the
navigation. If
navigation.
you click there, it is
Navigation
going
means
for
exactly. See, for example, I can go here, right? These are the links actually, right? This was the YouTube link, this is WhatsApp link, this is Flipkart link, and this is one website link like this. Now, when I click this one and it is navigating to that particular place, this is the navigation. Now, the second one will be redirection. Redirection means when you press cross button, like we can say back button, that is coming back to previous screen. That is redirect. Direction change it to back again. Am I right? Now, example we can go. I went to Flipkart. I like by default it is the history is available with the mobile search. There I clicked here. Okay. Now it navigated to some other screen. Okay. But we cannot test this one. We'll go with here only. For example, say I clicked at full applications. Okay. Now when I click at full applications, when I'm coming back to again press the back button, the screen will goes to previous screen. But in the applications, okay, we have one thing here. See, you're able to see there are three buttons, right? One is home, one is mobile, one is flutter. Okay. Flutter is the main screen, main where we are, and mobile is the category. Okay, under this category mobile will select it. Now when I click at mobile, it will navigate to mobile.
mobile.
Got it? If I click at home, it will go to home screen. Getting? I will show one more time. I went here, I search with review. When I search with review, there we have, I'm clicking on mobile option. Sorry, Android, I click that. Where? 1 second. Okay, I'm clicking at mobile. Under that mobile, I selected the Android. Let me check. Review, search. Okay, I added the cat, clicking at continue shopping. See, now you are able to see the three hyperlinks actually, right? The first one is the text where you present available. How the Flutter is coming? Any idea? Why we are able to see Flutter text there in the URL and the tab name here? Any idea?
There is different kind of module.
No. I clicked at continue shopping, right? If I click at continue shopping, why Flutter text displaying there? See, I will show the cart. Just think it once. Why the Flutter displaying there?
Okay. Flutter means our product name.
Exactly. Because what we are doing, we added one item into cart. Now the product name is displaying as Flutter Foodie Bite, right? Now when I click continue shopping, it is taking the first word actually. That is Flutter, right? When you go down, we can see these are related to Flutter applications. Getting my point? Right?
Yes, sir.
Now we can see here first we came to home, after that mobile, then we selected the Flutter and we added that to cat. When we are coming back, the redirection displaying here, these are the hyperlinks actually. If user clicking at mobile, then the screen will redirect to mobile module. See, this is mobile app template. Now you can see here, now mobile is not clickable, it's just a text. Now home is clickable. See, when I click home, it will navigate to home. Okay, when I coming back to here, continue shopping, again this one. Okay, now mainly we need to think in the application. There are two things, major things are, we can say, one will be navigation and another one will be redirection. Okay, why I am saying redirection means here, now when user, first will be navigation, we can say, when user added any item into cart, that item will display under
Ah,
cat module. That means it's a navigation.
eh,
Redirection means when user come back from there to here, that
ah,
is
yeah.
redirection. Okay,
Redirection.
vice versa we can say. Okay, but when you see any some other type of applications, there the clear picture will be there. Example, we can say, example. Okay, as an example, how we can take, like example, we got it. Now for example, you have one application as, uh, we can say, clinic. Clinic means we can say some uh, therapy. It's not therapy also, we can say simple word, we can say general physician. Okay, general physician. We have one clinic. The clinic, what they will do, they will do general physician. That means normally if one person has some fever or headache or stomach pain, they will check that one. Okay, now here they have one module like, we can say add patient module, we can say patient module. Under this patient module, what they will do, they have the workspace. We can say workspace or dashboard. Okay, and the second module they have add patient. Third module they have edit patient. Okay, why they are using this application means one person visited that clinic. Okay, for the future references they will register your details into their system. Okay, for the patient normally they will use the details, we can say first name, last name,
Yes.
nowadays we can say email id, mobile number. Okay, after that mobile number we can say address. Okay, uh, yeah, commonly we can say age, we can say age or dob. Okay, now this was the form. Okay, when user clicking this, like we can say patient module, we can say first name, last name, email id, everything is there. Now if user clicking at add patient, the screen will navigate to patient details screen, right? Patient details means these fields will be available under add patient. Okay, getting? Now,
Yes, sir.
now under here, when user clicking this add patient from the workspace, it will go to next screen, right? When you come back to previous screen means there they will provide one link like patient. Okay, patient. That means it will read when user clicking this link, it will redirect to previous screen as same as when we are clicking this one, right? Like this. But the design will be different, but the links will be same and the action will be same. Got it? This was one example for the redirection. Now coming back to here, when we are discussing about integration testing, there what was the major scenarios we need to test? Okay, major scenarios we can say, for example, application, you are doing something and it is just value storing under other place, then how we can test that? Okay, like how we can test that, how we can identify the value moving from one place to another place. Okay, say for example, if you take an example of Flipkart, you went one, like you open the application, you search one product, click at cat button, after that navigate to cat, there you enter the mandatory fields, like we can say address, select the address, or if you don't have any address, add the address, after that do the payment. Once the payment done, the creation will be successful. Now order creation successful, where it will store? Now from add card to it will move to orders screen, where the orders present under customer account, right? Who logged into that system? For example, now my item, like for example, see, I added the items into cart. Okay, but I cannot see any value under my order list, right? Only the item storing under cat, but I didn't buy that item. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes, right. And that means I just added that one. I just want to
And
buy, but I didn't completed the transaction, right? There we have one. Now if once you added that, you did the payment and the transaction is successful, the order has been placed successfully, then again it will navigate to one more module as orders module, right? That means there you can check the tracking details, when it will be delivered and other things will be available there, right? That means, see, the flow, we can say this was a workflow, right? This was a workflow, the name we can use as workflow. Workflow means one module to another
another.
module. Okay, and where we are starting and where we are ending that.
And
Correct? That means
yes.
every time. For example, see, that means what we are doing, regression testing we can say. Regression testing means we need to test from starting to ending. That is one flow we need to test. Flow means okay whether it is working fine or not with the flow, right? Every project, see, every project at a time they won't give all the modules, okay? At a time they won't give any modules. For example, you are working in short term period project, short term period, that means we can say that project has to complete within 20 sprints. 20 sprints, right? 20 sprints means how many weeks? 20 into 2, 40 weeks. Okay, 40 weeks means in a month we can consider as 4 weeks. Okay, now 40 months means 40 weeks means 10 months. We need to complete that project into 10 months, right? In the starting of the sprint you will get few details, we can say login functionality or something. In the next release, what you will, next sprint you will get the search module, and the next module we can see cart module. After that, that means integration will done from one module to another module, and that is will done by step process. At a time you won't get any everything, right? It's not easy, right? Because we need to complete one by one module thoroughly, then only the application will be ready, all the modules will be done, we will deliver that to customer. Am I right? Getting?
Yes. Yeah, correct.
That means the future modules, that means for example say first you tested login, right? Again you will test the login with search functionality, again you will test the login search cat functionality, again you will test that login search cat payment, right? Again you will test that login search cat payment whether it is storing under order. Now you need to cancel the product, okay? If you need to cancel the button, again you need to run the workflow, right? For example, see, normally you need to test the cancel functionality. Cancel functionality means you have only one order, right? You have only one order, then if you cancel that one, you cannot able to retest that one, right? Because you don't have any orders in your account. What you need to do? Again you need to generate the order, right?
Others.
From where? From where? From starting, right or wrong? From starting. That means that is
Starting
workflow.
page.
That starting page. Again search cat,
Chat.
after cat done
Order.
the payment, like we can say place the order, then it will come to order. That means every scenario you need to create the data, that is called data. That means data means number of transactions, number of transactions we can say number of orders. That means the flow is continuing from starting to ending. You need to test the application multiple times with a number of regression cycles. Then, if one regression cycle you miss something, in the next regression cycle you can point out that. Getting my point?
Yes, and
Getting? Right? Now, we have one more example we can take here. Like we can say in the order section, we can able to see all the details, history, order history we can say. If we cancel that, what will happen? Right? The cancel status should be there. There we need to check some other scenarios as per the requirement we can say. Now, coming back to integration here, whatever the things we discussed till the time, there we can say, as an example of, we can say Gmail to archive module, there are two different modules. When user archive this, it will navigate to archive. If I come to phone pay, if user did any transaction, the transaction should be stored under history module, and he can check the details with along with some which date they did, what was the transaction ID, everything they can see under history module. Coming back to e-commerce website, when user did any like we can say added item into cart, that item will be stored under cart module. If user did the transaction successful, then that order will place under order module. That means this was one more module we have. Like this, there is like integration means we have a link between one module to another module. And integration testing, so many people will say about bottom to top and top to bottom. Okay, bottom to top and top to bottom, right? Bottom to top means, see, you cannot directly go with orders module. Am I right? Is there any chance to go directly orders?
No, no, it's not possible.
It's not possible because after completing the transaction only it will go to like we can say orders module, right? Then this bottom to top won't work. Am I right?
Yes, yes.
Now top to bottom means it will work. That means it is moving from one place to another place. There we have a workflow. The workflow condition we need to check that one. There integration is there. See, we will find as a tester will found more defects under integration module only. Okay, why we will found more issues under integration module means we are calling the different APIs. Okay, different APIs means uh, in the next class we will discuss about API module. Okay, just what is in the API, why we will use, and how it is working fine. Okay, in the backend. Okay, so API see, every module has one API. If you are sending value through API, that value should be stored under database, and you are receiving the value again through API only. Okay, now the data transfer also happening through API only, one module to another module. Now, as per that API, we are getting the request and we are sending the request and we are getting the response. Okay, so many places the issues will come under here only. Okay, now one more best example we can see about integration testing. Okay, forget about integration testing. Just small concept for, we can say, security testing, we can say. For example, okay, what you guys know about security testing? Any idea? In 2 minutes, we need to complete this security testing. I will give one best example. You guys will get to know what is the security testing. Okay, I will give one best example. For example, you are installing any mobile application, like application under your mobile, whether it is Android, whether it is some other platform. After installing, when you open that one, by default it will ask some permissions, right?
Yes.
What are those?
One is contacts,
Correct.
everything. I mean, mobile permissions, everything.
Yeah, see, normally they will say notifications. Notification is a
Yes.
permission only. But
Permissions.
normally the important security will be contacts. First one will be contacts, second one will be Garely, third one will be documents. Okay,
Documents.
if you need to. First one will be contacts and media, we can say. For example, if it doesn't given the contacts permission, okay, if it doesn't given the contacts permission, you are not able to, that means that application should not get the contact details. Okay,
And application also it will not.
application
Again,
won't, no, application will work, but whatever the integration of contact module, right, it won't work.
yeah. But that
Getting my
pop-up it
point?
will come after some time also. Permission
Because
given.
yes, because why they will give that one means they are sending the notification to you, sending the
Yes.
notification to you. Nowadays, if you observe, for example, you didn't give in the notification permission. Okay, when you open the application today and after 10 days again you open, right? Then again they will push a notification. Enable the notifications. Enable the notifications.
Yes.
That means
Yes.
intentionally they are showing something to you, right? You don't want any notification. If you accept a notification, right, they will send unnecessary, like as per the product we can say promotions, they will send the notifications to you, right? It's their job. is their requirement. That means customer has to buy something, right? Okay. Next
Okay,
class
yes.
we'll discuss. Yes, that's why I'm saying that one, Subbu.
Okay.
Got it. I got to know that. Okay. Let's continue with the next session. Okay. Thank you. Thank
So
you, guys.